Good evening, one and all. I'm Bradford Becker. Welcome to Red Barn Radio. This season, we continue on with our 23rd year of broadcasting. Tonight's program is episode number 883. Bluegrass music, with its roots in Appalachian folk traditions, has had remarkable and far-reaching influence worldwide, and over the course of the last 50 to 60 years has become a global cultural phenomenon. That's why it's so exciting for us to host a band like Katlan, who are here from the region of Transylvania, to do a broadcast with us here on Red Barn Radio. It's a parade of players we have here tonight. You're going to meet them all, and I know we're in for some fun. Welcome to Red Barn Radio. We bring you Katlan.
Good evening and welcome to Red Barn Radio. Wherever in the world you're listening, welcome to Roots Music Southern Style. Thanks to WEKU, Red Barn Radio's official radio partner, NPR for Central and Eastern Kentucky. Listen online at weku.org. Red Barn Radio is supported by Visit Lex, Lexington, Kentucky's Convention and Visitors Bureau. More information on what Lexington has to offer is at visitlex.com. LexArts, Lexington, Kentucky's premier cultural development, advocacy, and fundraising organization, working for the development of a strong and vibrant arts community as a means of enhancing the quality of life in Central Kentucky. Follow Red Barn Radio on Twitter and like us on Facebook. Here's the host of Red Barn Radio to tell us more about tonight's performance.
Isn't it amazing how bluegrass music continues to evolve and inspire musicians and audiences across continents? Katlan Band, our guest tonight, performs a repertoire that includes not only traditional folk music from their region, but also tunes from the world of American bluegrass. It's not just friendship that unites these players, but also a love of music and the joy of spending time together. Katlan made their debut in April 23, and since then they've delighted audiences with their music at a range of festivals. Katlan is here to do some traveling and playing in the United States, and we're so glad we could work it out for them to come here and do a broadcast with us. What a joy and privilege for us to have Katlan here on Red Barn Radio.
I cried, I cried, I prayed, I tried to forget you and never call your name. What a shame, you're the one that was to blame. You're the one that proved untrue just when I needed you. I tried to forget you and never call your name. What a shame, you're the one that caused me blame. You're the one that proved untrue just when I needed you. I cried, I prayed, I tried
wonder what the power is that you hold over me. I never get to love you long, just your memory. And I make a vow each time you leave that this will draw the line. Then you come back, and just like now, I'm falling one more time. One more time, my lips may kiss you. One more time, my arms will hold you. And it won't be long until you're gone, with a memory left behind. And I just know that when you go, I'll be lonely one more time. Your nearness makes me weaken, and I give in to you. And I'm doing all the things I said that I wouldn't do. And I make a vow each time you leave that this will draw the line. Then you come back, and just like now, I'm falling one more time. One more time, my lips may kiss you. One more time, my arms will hold you. And it won't be long until you're gone, with a memory left behind. And I just know that when you go, I'll be lonely one more time. One more time, my lips may kiss you. One more time, my arms will hold you. And it won't be long until you're gone, with a memory left behind. And I just know that when you go, I'll be lonely one more time. One more time, my lips may kiss you. One more time, my arms will hold you. But it won't be long until a memory left behind. And I just know that when you go, I'll be lonely one more time.
Ooh. Wow, that was beautiful, boys. Wow. Nice job. Well, folks, if you're just joining us here on Red Barn Radio, we have as our guest tonight the band Katlan from the region of Transylvania in Eastern Europe, and we are so excited they're here. I think it makes sense for us to begin, perhaps, Yuri, by calling you up. Yuri has been, as I understand, the person who orchestrates this terrific enterprise. And Yuri, I would love to have you step up to the microphone there, and we'll talk at a distance. Welcome, Yuri, folks. Yeah.
Thank you for having me.
Oh,
thank you for having us.
Well, this is just great. Yuri, why don't you tell us about Katlan and how this all came to be?
So thank you for having us. My name is György Ferenci, which is George Ferenci. We are Hungarian. My friends are Transylvanian Hungarians. I'm Hungarian. And this is a university program which is going since 4 years or 5 years. We know Raymond since 8 years. We started to work together with Mr. Raymond McLain since 8 years. And we're getting friends, and we talk very, very much about the U.S. education, the stage education, which is the best all around the world. And we would like to learn this system, this method, because we have excellent folk music treasure in Hungary and Transylvania and overall the historic Hungary, which is collected first by Béla Bartók and Zoltán Kodály. And this treasure has to go up to the stage professional. And this professionality we can learn only here in the United States, and the very best in Eastern Kentucky, which is, well, rock and roll was born here in the mountains. And I love rock and roll. Thank you.
Indeed.
Thank you so much.
And so tell me, Yuri, are you a teacher yourself? Are you an educator?
Yes, I am. Yes, I am. I am a harmonica player. I'm touring musician overall. I have no any other job whole in my life. I'm on the road since my 17th, but I'm teaching band class in the Hungarian Miskolc University.
Huh.
Yeah.
And how did you happen to become the person who organizes all of this?
We got great help from the Hungarian state, from the Petőfi Cultural Agency, to start this program, and we could make very, very heavy casting in Hungary. In Hungary is full of super talented guys, like these guys here, these gentlemen here, and every year there is a very, very hard casting. We are watching not only the musical knowledge, but the how can I translate? But there are Hungarian here, Transylvanian Hungarian here in Eastern Kentucky. Nine long months. They have to learn bluegrass, Appalachian music, mountain music, and until this 9 months, they had to make their Hungarian folk album too, which was recorded in Nashville.
Yes.
This is double work, and they have to be man here in the mountains. And this is very easy if you are a man.
Yeah.
This is I love very, very much Eastern Kentucky. You are so many. We have so many similar things between the Hungarians and the Appalachians.
Huh. Oh, wonderful.
Thank you.
Wonderful. Yeah. All right. Well, I would love to talk with some of the players.
Thank you so much.
Too. Thank you, Rudy. All right. So, Lorenz, I wonder if I could talk with you first. You did a beautiful job on your last song.
Oh, thank you so much.
Yeah, great job.
Thanks.
Now, when you all play traditional music in your home, do people, when they hear you play, do they say, "Oh, I heard a little bit of bluegrass in that"?
Wow.
Do you play things very traditionally when you're performing there?
We're trying at least. So we've been raised in authentic folk music of our own. And, since we studied here with Raymond McLain, probably the best mentor who we could have in this topic, we've been always trying to reach authenticity, because so the thing is we're not natives, but we'll try to be as native musicians or as authentic as we can. But back home, Americana music and bluegrass music isn't such a big thing, so it wouldn't make such a difference. But yeah, sure, we are trying to get those elements in our music.
Huh. When you played the song "Just When I Needed You," it was it sounded like very traditional old country, and then when you did your instrumental break, it was the instrumental break for me was decidedly Eastern European.
Yeah, that's right.
I could hear so much of that coming through.
Yeah, right, and that's what's our mission musically is, I think, to finding those bridges, because we got a lot in common, as Yuri just said. So these medleys and these concepts these are the bridges that we are trying to build between the two musical worlds.
Yeah, and do you feel like the two traditions have a nice way of blending? Can they blend well?
Well,
I certainly feel they can.
Didn't you hear it? I mean, yeah,
loved
sure.
it. Yeah.
No, sorry. Yeah, I really think so. There's a lot of common things.
Yeah. So your instrumentation obviously is so similar. The instruments you have up here, a lot more violin-ish, a lot more bowing than we would have, right? We would typically have one or maybe two if we have songs with twin fiddles, but you have, sometimes 4 going on up here.
Yeah, that's right.
And then you're also bowing your instruments, so that creates a whole different sort of timbre to the sound.
Yeah, right. It's the classic Hungarian string band.
Uh-huh. And is the traditional folk music that you all play there also sort of composed around dancing?
Yeah, it's mainly dance music, actually.
Yeah.
It was, as Judy said, it was recorded by our musical ancestors.
Uh-huh.
And the new generation of musicians who weren't born in those small villages, but learned the music from the field recordings, they are taking it up to the stage. We are trying to entertain people with it, but we are mainly dance musicians.
Uh-huh.
So there's a strong connection. I saw one of the crew members starting around, and I saw heads bobbing, and that's what it's all about. I really believe in this one. It's all about the dance and all about the rhythm.
Yeah. So you over there who are playing fiddle, and so that would be. I'm going to make sure I'm using my chart here. Onar and Attila.
Yes.
Oh, good. Yeah. Could you step up to the microphone? So could you talk a little bit about some of the American influences in your playing? Like, for instance, do you listen to particular American fiddlers or American guitar players that you feel like you would want to emulate?
Actually, we implement what we learned at Morehead State University, like the 3 fiddle parts and making those close harmonies together. I think we will play some of those implemented into our traditional music later on in the next song, actually.
Yeah.
In one of the dance tunes, we play regularly for dancers in barns, dance houses, and we implemented that style, that 3-part harmony fiddling with close harmonies.
Yeah, it was gorgeous what you all did. It sounded just beautiful, and the vocals as well. I was wondering if you have made a study of American fiddlers at all, American violinists who you listen to. Are there any in particular that come to mind?
I really like Michael Cleveland, for example.
He's a good one. Yeah, that's a good one.
I mean, the energetic style, I can really feel the connection with. It's how we play as well in just a different genre.
That makes a lot of sense, yeah, because what you all play is so fast. It's so full of energy. So I can see how you would be attracted to some of the American bluegrass players who play that way. And there's none like Cleveland. I mean, he plays so fast and so athletically. Yeah. What about others of you who play the violin? Can you all step? Can any of you step up to the mic, Lenar, or right? Do you mind? Do you feel the same way? Is there a American fiddler who you like to listen to in particular?
Yeah, I think firstly Attila and Lawrence have been in Kentucky and Morehead State University.
Yeah.
And when he came home, he just showed us what he learned, and well, we try to learn the bluegrass tunes as well, but Attila said once we probably make the Transylvanian bowing skills in bluegrass music, and probably it's not the best, but we try to learn.
What is the biggest adjustment you have to make to emulate bluegrass style bowing? What was the hardest thing for you about learning to bow in sort of American styles of music?
Just making those long legatos.
Uh-huh.
Not to make that pointy as we usually play at home.
Is your original training classical, or have you always studied traditional music? Yours in particular.
We started with traditional music. Gergő learned classical as well. He started with classical. We grew up with it, and we started learning fiddle, traditional violin. I mean, at the age of 7 or 9, 10, around that.
Well, so this must mean that you have family members who also play traditional music. Is this true?
No, not actually. He has his dad. His dad is a bass player as well.
Oh.
And
okay.
Gergő's family, they're full of musicians.
Huh. But the three of you just picked up traditional music on your own at age 7?
Actually, our parents like the music and the dancing and just to have fun with it, and that's why we started, because of them, and they introduced us to this culture and to this music and dancing.
Did they introduce you by taking you to see live music, or did they introduce you by playing records and CDs?
Both, actually. As Kodai said, the musical education of the kid, of the child, starts 9 months before of the birth, and actually that's how my parents actually did it. I was born and just played all the way traditional music. I grew up listening nothing else, and they took us to dance houses, and we first started dancing. And after first class, I started learning fiddle as well, and also playing like every week there.
Wow, what a great education! That's terrific. Now,
learning by doing.
Yes, right. The best way. So, do you like other kinds of music?
Of course.
Yeah.
We like bluegrass. We like country, jazz, blues, rock and roll.
Okay, good. Do you play rock and roll instruments? Do you play electric instruments as well?
Not yet.
No? Is that? Well, there's plenty of time. Hey, well, let's get back to some more music with Katlan, and welcome back. All right. Wow. Hey, folks, I'd like to take a moment to remind listeners that Red Barn live streams both tonight's and on any Wednesday night remain available online for you to view at your convenience, along with live audio streams, compliments of WGAD.net in central New York. Hey, do something for us. Scroll through our monstrous quantity of media online. Pick a couple of shows or videos you really like and share them with somebody you love. Fact is, you know, when you enjoy content online and then you share it, you're doing something to ensure it's going to be there for you tomorrow. That's how it works now. Don't forget it. D. Boone Pittman from Lawrenceburg, Kentucky, has been an active performing artist in the Kentucky area for 21 years. He's our guest next week. Prior to that, he honed his craft on 90s country and West Texas country bands. In 2019, Pittman formed The Fugitives to support his first studio album called Bluegrass American Dream. He first picked up the guitar at the age of 14 in the hometown of Stanton, Kentucky. Since writing, recording, and performing his own original music, Pittman's been nominated for 13 Josie Independent Music Awards, 2 Hollywood Independent Music Awards, and he's won 1 Appy Award for Best Original Song called The Question in 2024. His latest release, Resurrection Noise, is currently up for Album of the Year at the 24 Josie Awards in Nashville, Tennessee. Join us next week for music and conversation with D. Boone Pittman. That's in studio and on Red Barn Radio's live stream, 7 p.m. Eastern in North America. Let's welcome back the Katlan Band.
for you, babe. Keep it to yourself, I don't wanna know it. The sunshine just to follow you around, and the moon is in the sky to see you smile, and flowers grow just hoping you will look at them. And I was born just to be with you a while. Ooh. And I was born just to be with you a while. When times are hard and you're misunderstood, babe, and you feel you've got no place to go, just lean on me, you'll find the strength you need, babe. I'll take you where love's quiet rivers flow. The sun shines just to follow you around, and the moon is in the sky to see you smile, and flowers grow just hoping you will look at them. And I was born just to be with you a while. And I was born just to be with you a while.
And when the world slowly fades away, babe, and leaves us in some quiet space in time, our love will be a bright star in the night, babe. Through eternity, it will shine. The sun shines just to follow you around, and the moon is in the sky to see you smile. Flowers grow just hoping you will look at them. And I was born just to be with you a while. Ooh. And I was born just to be with you a while. Ooh.
While they're getting ready, might I just say how wonderful it is to have the opportunity to play with these wonderful musicians. We have so much in common. They play by ear, we play by ear. They improvise on melody in their music, we improvise on melody in our music. And they play for dancing, we play for dancing. They sing love songs, we sing love songs. There's so much in common, and it's wonderful to play with these folks. Thanks for having us all on Red Barn Radio.
yeah.
It's a great pleasure.
Hey, Raymond, I wonder if before you leave the mic, if you might just tell us about the last song that was just played.
The last song we did was one that was written by my sister Ruth is here. Our Aunt Rosemary wrote that song, our father's sister, and she wrote a great many songs that the McLain family band sings, and we're quite honored that Lawrence and Attila and all of Katlan wanted to sing this beautiful song, our song.
Great.
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks, Raymond.
Édesanyám, sok szép szava, kit fogadtam, kit nem soha, suhajja. Édesanyám, sok szép szava, kit fogadtam, kit nem soha, suhajja. Megfogadnám, de már késő, én előttem más az első, csuhajja. Megfogadnám, de már késő, én előttem más az első, csuhajja. Megfogadnám, de már késő, én előttem más az első, suhajja. Megfogadnám, de már késő, én előttem más az első, csuhajja.
All right. Lorenz, or any of you, can you translate for us at all what you all were just singing about?
Just like bluegrass musicians, love and sorrow.
Oh.
And that at the end of every story, our mothers were right. You're laughing, but this is really what it's all about. Yeah. We like to call this tune the love roller coaster, because it goes through all the main emotions through a relationship, and at the end of the day, Mama was right.
It doesn't sound a lot like the love roller coaster song that we know.
That's right.
That went by the soul one, right?
Yeah.
That's great. So I would like to know, Gergő, if you might come and you've got a microphone right there.
Yeah, I have.
Right.
Yeah. But why don't you come up to the front so we can
Okay.
see you better while we talk? So Gergő, they were saying earlier that you come from a family of musicians.
That's true.
Yeah, talk about your family.
Well, my father and mother, they are classical musicians, and my sister also. But what is more important in this context, that a big part of my family is engaged in studying folklore and practicing and promoting and being part of this whole culture of ours. And actually, one of my grandfathers was he had collected and recorded a lot of material from villages, like folk songs and folk instruments and traditions, and he wrote about them. He published some of them, and I mean, he was part of a whole generation of intellectuals who were engaged in this kind of activity, who were traveling across the country and collecting data about these dying out traditions and cultures. So yeah, that's how I got into this whole thing, through my family.
Okay. And so
I have been dancing folk dances since I was 6 years old, I think. And I am also trained as a classical musician. I am actually a classical percussionist.
Oh, okay.
I play in orchestras and symphonic orchestras, but I have known these guys for almost, 20 years, through the dances and everything, and eventually I began playing folk music too, and that's how I learned to play the cimbalom.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so talk to us about that instrument.
Well, the cimbalom, as in this form, it's a Hungarian instrument, because it was developed in this form in Hungary almost 150 years ago in Budapest. But the idea of having strings tensioned above a wooden box and then hitting it with something or picking it with your finger is really primitive, and it was present. This was present in almost all of Eurasia, from China to Middle East to Turkey and I don't know, and Greece.
Did our what we call the hammered dulcimer here?
Yes,
did that
it's
come
the same,
from?
the
Was
same.
it derived? Was it derived from that?
It's a version of the same instrument, yes. And in the Middle Ages, a version of this instrument family was really present in Transylvania and in Hungary.
Huh.
And a lot of gypsy musicians played on it, and it was almost everywhere in the country. And 150 years ago, at the end of the 19th century, Liszt Ferenc, the composer, Franz Liszt,
Yes.
he decided to finance through his own money. He wanted to finance the building of a Hungarian national instrument, and he picked out that instrument from the gypsy musicians, and he told to one instrument maker that he wants to have a Hungarian piano. So they put some legs, they put a pedal system, and they put many more chords, strings, and made it chromatic. So now you can play almost anything on it.
Would you mind go back
Yeah.
to the instrument and show us just a little bit, just demonstrate a little bit about some of the different sounds that you can get from that instrument?
Well, the pedal works like a piano, like on a piano. If I don't push on it, it sounds a little damp. If I push, it's more. So exactly like a piano, and I can damp it back if I change chords or something. And I have every note from C4 in the bass to the A note up here, so I can play almost anything on it.
Is it a very temperamental instrument? Is it a very delicate instrument? Is it very sensitive to humidity?
Depends on
and
the
cold?
model. Depends on the model if it's maintained well enough. But usually these newer builds, these newer instruments are not really sensitive. If you tune it, it can hold the tuning for 1 week, 2 weeks pretty well. So
Wow, beautiful. Wow, thank you, Gerke.
you're welcome. Thank you.
Yeah, that's beautiful. Okay, and then there's one other instrument I want to discuss, which is the instrument you're playing. Is your name Barash?
Balázs.
Balázs, thank you.
I think you heard this one.
Yes. So yes, Balázs. So that instrument. Step up to the microphone if you don't mind. With can you get your bow too? Because I want you to show me something with your bow. So yeah, go ahead. You can start talking about it, and then I'll ask questions as I think of them.
Okay. The thing is, it's a regular viola, or how we call it bracha. The only adjustment is that we use in Transylvania. It's mainly used in Transylvania. This particular kind of viola. It uses 3 strings and a flat bridge. This adjustment basically helps us to produce or make a very rich and powerful sound with only 3 notes. And its only purpose to accompany the main melody.
Yes. Do you have to rosin your bow? Put
Yeah,
extra
sure.
rosin on the bow
Yeah, all the
to
hassle.
manage that,
The whole package.
to get that kind of power out of that instrument.
Yeah.
And I noticed the way you're holding. I'm looking at everyone else holding your bows. You're holding them in ways that we might hold them, playing a violin here, but not you. You're holding you're almost like you have your
It's
like you fisted it. You know.
the thing is that how I hold my bow depends on what kind of region's music I play.
Okay.
So it's a more demanding kind of music. Then I probably have to grab it like this. But if it's a more delicate one, then I can loosen up a bit.
Oh, okay, sure. I was thinking it'd be interesting to hear you and Lorenz just play together so people could hear the role that you guys play rhythmically in the music. Like, for instance, that fifth song you played, Kalata.
Kalota Seg.
Thank you, yeah. Could you guys play just the beginning of that, where just that part where you're doing the bass and you're doing your rhythm part without the violin so we could hear?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Yeah.
What is this crazy guy asking us to do? Yeah. That great sound. It's a powerful sound and it's unique. We don't have that sound in our music, really. I mean, except maybe some in classical, but it's
Well,
beautiful.
actually,
It's powerful.
the mandolin got a similar sound. The chopping sound, it's pretty similar.
Yeah. Well, it's a great sound. So strong. I was just loving it. Yeah. And how long have you been playing that particular instrument?
This one, about 10 years.
Yeah. But did you learn that? Did you learn that instrument? What do you call that instrument? Is it just viola?
Yeah, it's basically
Three-string viola?
Yeah, braccio.
Oh, okay.
Or contra.
Oh, okay. All right. And are you trained as a violist?
Nope, I'm not. As you can see,
No, I can't see that. Well, tell us about your training.
I have. I'm sorry. I finished my schools as a classical guitarist.
Oh, all right.
But I don't practice that, so that's that.
Yeah. So you don't have any outlet for playing classical guitar?
I love to listen to classical music.
Yeah.
I love it, but I don't play it.
Oh, okay.
It's not my main thing.
Okay. Not anymore.
No, not.
Was it ever? Was it?
Probably, yeah.
Yeah.
About when I was 16, 17 years old.
Huh.
Yeah, but then I realized that folk music is how I roll.
Yeah. And so, as a group, and any one of you can step up to the mic and say something here. Is it your goal then to work hard to maintain the authenticity of your music, to stay true to the sort of original folk traditional music canon of your region, or are you open to helping it progress into other territory?
I would define this in two sections. Actually, for the first section, we try to learn it at the until the deepest level, until we know every bowing and every stylistic element, to being able to play it as authentic as it can be. Then we also want to make it our own and give back something from ourselves and make it richer and not just learn the way it was 100 years ago or 50 years ago. We want to make it and evolve it, actually.
So when you say make it richer, do you mean more accessible to a younger audience, or?
I mean,
It's already accessible.
it's accessible, but not that popular, unfortunately. But I meant that I hope it become richer when we all add ourselves into it, and I hope we can give something else what makes it a little different, with a different point of view. For example, what we learned here in the Morehead State University.
So you would like to, do you like the idea that you would go back to your region and infuse some of the traditional regional music with bluegrass to insert bluegrass into it? Is that the way you might, that you might help this music evolve some?
It depends where are we playing, because if we are playing for a traditional dancers in a barn, or
Sure.
that requires the true authenticity. But
Sure.
On the stage, it's a totally different genre, and there we need to, and we want to make it different, and just make it our own and sound like we, and not like a bunch of gypsy musicians 50 years ago.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Yeah. We have beautiful music. Your compositions are gorgeous. We have just been enjoying this so much, and we're so thankful that you all could come and be with us on Red Barn Radio. And I'm glad that it's not over, that we have more music to play. So let's welcome back Katlan, folks, to Red Barn Radio.
Szól a füleműre, bár csak reggel lenne. Fordulj hozzám, babám, üljél az ölembe. Fordulj hozzám, babám, üljél az ölembe. Ha nem szeretnélek, fel sem keresnélek, ezt a sáros utcát nem taposnám érted. Ezt a sáros utcát nem taposnám érted. Kocsmáros népa nem orhítelve, itt hagyom a nagy kabátom érte. Aki nem váltok szombaton estére, dobja fel a sárga tetejére. Aki nem váltok szombaton estére, dobja fel a sárga tetejére. Kocsmáros, enyet, de szennyes a kötője eleje. Mossa ki a kötője elején, úgy várja a kedves szeret. Vas kicsalfa a kocsmából, nem iszol a pálinkából. Én sem iszom a tiédből, de sem iszol az enyémből. Én sem iszom a tiédből, de sem iszol az enyémből. Itt is ablak, ott is ablak, gyere babám, jól meg. bag that's strong. You load 16 tons, and what do you get? Another day older than deeper in that same. Peter, don't you call me 'cause I can go. I owe my soul to the company store. I was born one morning when the sun didn't shine. I picked up my shovel and I walked to the mine. I loaded 16 tons, number 9 coal. Well, the straw boss said, well, bless my soul. Loaded 16 tons, and what do you get? Another day older and deeper in that same. Peter, don't you call me 'cause I can go. I owe my soul to the company store. I owe my soul. De nincs semmi szó a tiédből, de semmi szól az enyémből.
Sorry for the pause. We just had to make people like to do the same song, so it's.
mosolygom magam nem sokára. Kővédelmet hangom hangot hallatára, álmom szépen hangos, csak idekinn van síri csend, bársony hangod ébren tartja lelkem tengerét. Álmom szépen tarka, nézem pillantásod csendjét, bársony hangod ébren tartja lelkem tengerét.
Egyes pontos ütemekkel megy a sarkán, és az érintések pár cserélnek sarkán. A tűz ott bent hangos, csak idekint van sísen, csókod után villanyoltás. A tűz ott bent hangos, csak idekint van síricsen, csókod után villanyoltás. És happy end.
Luxury line of 40 tons of steel. No one in this whole wide world knows the way I feel. I've been a long lost soul for a long, long time. Yeah, I've been around. Everybody up to know what's on my mind. You think I'm lonesome, so do I, so do I. Well, I'm the kind of guy who likes to make his living running round
Well, there are many people to thank for our broadcast tonight. First, Katlan Band, our guest on the program. We want to thank all of you listening to our webcast, watching us on social media, and those listening to us on our growing network of Red Barn stations and media worldwide. Thanks to WEKU, Red Barn's premier radio partner, Central and Eastern Kentucky's radio news leader. You can listen online at weku.org. It's your chance to hear more great live music from Red Barn Radio and WEKU, NPR for Central and Eastern Kentucky. Those of you here in the Central Kentucky area, speaking of which, be sure to check out Red Barn TV. It's our weekly program of music, now on ABC 36 WTVQ. Red Barn Radio comes to you from our home, the Arts Place Performance Hall in downtown Lexington, Kentucky. Our website has updates and further information on our guests in our program. We're on the web at redbarnradio.com. Hey, now before we close out the program, let's bring back Katlan Band for one more tune.
I can hear Kentucky calling me, whispering through my halls of memory. The bluegrass field, the maple hill, I love her then, I love her still. I can hear Kentucky calling me. For dreamers picking old guitars, only out of singing to the stars. The sun and seas I left behind are evergreens upon my mind. I can hear Kentucky calling me. I can hear Kentucky calling me, whispering through my halls of memory. The bluegrass field, the maple hill, I love her then, I love her still. I can hear Kentucky calling me. Front porch dreamers picking old guitars, Boney our dog singing to the stars. The sun that sees I left behind are evergreens upon my mind. I can hear Kentucky calling me.
Wow. Well, that's all for our show for this week, folks. You can see and hear Red Barn Radio worldwide as we stream live on the web on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch Wednesdays, 7 p.m. Eastern in North America. And it's always great to hear from all of you folks who listen to Red Barn Radio's archive performances on your favorite streaming platforms. Speaking of you listeners, thanks for being here with us again, and thanks for doing your part to keep us growing and bringing roots music Southern style to your neck of the woods and beyond. And now we bid you good night. Let's stick together, let's appreciate each other, and let's join up again for another great evening of music and conversation on Red Barn Radio. I'm Bradford Becker. See you next time.